Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Victor and Joyce Podcast. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today we're going to talk about something that almost every English learner experiences.
And honestly, I think almost every person experiences it.
What is it?
Trying to be perfect.
Ah,
Exactly.
the word perfect sounds nice.
It does. We all want to do things perfectly. We want perfect English, perfect pronunciation, perfect grammar, perfect sentences.
But here's the problem. Sometimes trying to be perfect stops us from making progress.
That's exactly what we're talking about today.
Because there's one simple idea we want you to remember. Progress is better than perfection.
I love that sentence.
And I think it's especially important for English learners. Because many people understand English, but they don't speak.
Yes, and do you know why?
They're afraid of making mistakes.
Exactly. They think, what if I say the wrong word? What if my grammar is wrong? What if someone laughs at me?
And then they stay quiet.
And that's the biggest problem. Because if you never speak, how can you improve your speaking?
Exactly. You can't learn to swim by only watching swimming videos.
That's a good example.
You have to get into the water.
And maybe you'll make mistakes.
You might even get wet.
Definitely.
But that's part of learning.
Victor, why do you think people want everything to be perfect?
I think one reason is fear.
Fear of failure?
Yes, and sometimes fear of what other people think.
That's very true. Imagine you're learning English. You know the answer, but you're not sure about your pronunciation.
So you don't raise your hand.
Exactly. Or you're talking to someone, and you know what you want to say, but you start thinking, wait, is my grammar correct?
And then the moment is gone.
You wanted to say something, but you said nothing.
That's perfectionism.
Perfectionism?
Yes, it's when you feel like something isn't good enough, unless it's perfect.
So if my English isn't perfect, I think I shouldn't speak.
Exactly. And that's where the problem begins.
Let's make this really simple. Suppose I want to say, I went to the store yesterday,
Okay.
but I'm not sure about the past tense. Maybe I think, did I say go or went?
Right.
So I become nervous and I don't say anything.
But what if you simply try?
I go to the store yesterday.
It's not correct, but I understand you.
Exactly.
And now I can help you. You can say, I went to the store yesterday.
Ah, so the mistake actually helped me learn.
Exactly. That's the important part.
The mistake wasn't the end. It was feedback.
Perfect. That's a very useful word.
Feedback.
Feedback means information that helps you improve.
So when someone corrects my English, I shouldn't feel embarrassed.
You can learn from it.
That's a completely different way of thinking.
There's another sentence English learners say all the time.
Which one?
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, yes.
I'll speak English when my English is better.
That sounds logical, but it doesn't work.
Exactly. Because how will your English get better?
By speaking.
Right. You don't wait until you're good to start practicing. You practice so you can become good.
That's such an important difference.
Think about going to the gym.
Okay.
Do you need to become strong before you start exercising?
No.
You exercise because you want to become stronger.
Exactly. And English is the same. You don't need to speak perfect English before you practice speaking.
You practice speaking to improve your English.
Victor, have you ever made a really funny English mistake?
Oh, definitely.
Tell us one.
Okay. When I was learning English, I once used the wrong word in a conversation.
What did you say?
I wanted to say that I was tired, but I used another word, and the sentence sounded completely different.
What happened?
The other person looked confused.
Oh, no.
And I immediately knew something was wrong.
Did you stop speaking English?
No, I laughed, corrected myself, and remembered the right word.
And you probably never forgot it.
Exactly.
That's the interesting thing about mistakes. Sometimes we remember our mistakes better than the things we study from a book.
Exactly, because the experience is real.
There's another thing that makes perfectionism worse.
Comparing yourself with other people?
Exactly.
That's a big one.
You see someone speaking English fluently and you think, why can't I speak like that?
But you don't know how long they've been learning.
Maybe they've practiced for 5 years.
Maybe they live in an English-speaking country.
Maybe they speak English at work every day.
Exactly. You're comparing your beginning with someone else's middle.
Or even someone's ending.
Right. That's not fair to yourself.
So who should we compare ourselves with?
Our old selves.
Yesterday's me.
Exactly. Ask yourself, am I better than I was yesterday?
Maybe just a little better.
That's enough.
So instead of saying, my English isn't perfect,
Say, my English is improving.
instead of, I make too many mistakes,
Say, I'm learning from my mistakes.
instead of, I'm not ready,
Say, I'll start small.
and instead of, I can't speak English,
Say, I can't speak perfectly yet, but I'm getting better.
I really like that word.
Which word?
Yet.
Yes. Yet means not now, but maybe later.
I can't do it yet.
Exactly.
That sentence gives you hope.
And it gives you permission to keep learning.
Okay, Victor, let's give our listeners a small challenge.
Already?
Yes.
Okay, what's the challenge?
Today, speak English for just 2 minutes.
Only 2 minutes?
Yes, talk about anything. Your morning, your family, your work, your favorite food, your plans.
And don't stop because you make a mistake.
Exactly. If you make a mistake, keep going.
That's the challenge.
Not perfect English.
Just progress.
One small step.
Every day.
I think we've discovered something important today.
What's that?
Maybe mistakes aren't the real problem.
Then what is?
Being too afraid to make them.
Exactly. Because when you make a mistake, you get a chance to learn.
And when you never try, you don't get that chance.
That's why progress is better than perfection.
But now I have a question.
What's your question?
If mistakes are useful, how can English learners actually use their mistakes to improve faster?
That's a great question, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about next.
How to turn your English mistakes into progress.
Let's continue.
So, let's continue from where we stopped. We said that mistakes aren't necessarily the problem.
Right. The real problem is being so afraid of mistakes that you stop trying.
Exactly. But now let's talk about something practical. How can we actually learn from our mistakes?
I think the first step is simple. Don't hide your mistakes.
Don't hide them?
Yes, look at them, understand them, and learn from them.
That sounds simple, but it's not always easy.
True, because when we make a mistake, our first reaction is often, "Oh no."
Or, I can't believe I said that.
Exactly. But instead of feeling embarrassed, ask yourself, what can I learn from this?
I really like that question because it changes your focus.
Exactly. You stop thinking about the mistake and start thinking about the lesson.
Let's use a simple English example. Suppose I say, yesterday I go to the market.
Okay, I understand what you mean, but there's a small mistake.
The past tense?
Exactly. You should say, Yesterday I went to the market.
So what should I do?
Don't just say, oops. Remember the correct sentence.
Yesterday, I went to the market.
Perfect. Now use it again.
Yesterday, I went to the market with my friend.
Exactly. Now you've learned something.
And next time, I'll probably remember went.
That's the goal.
So one useful technique is repetition.
Yes, when you make a mistake, correct yourself and say the sentence again.
Let's try another one. What if I say, she have a new phone?
Good example. The correct sentence is, she has a new phone.
She has a new phone.
Again.
She has a new phone.
Perfect.
So I don't need to study a whole grammar book.
Not for this moment. You just need to notice the mistake, understand the correction, and use the correct sentence.
That's much easier.
And more practical.
What about listening to ourselves?
That's another great way to improve.
You mean recording yourself?
Exactly. Use your phone. Record yourself speaking English for 1 or 2 minutes.
Then listen to the recording.
Yes, and listen carefully.
What should I listen for?
3 things.
Okay.
First, pronunciation.
Second?
Grammar.
And third?
Vocabulary.
So I might notice, oh, I used the same word 5 times.
Exactly. Or, I didn't pronounce that word clearly.
Or, I stopped too many times.
Right, and that's useful information.
I love this because everyone has a phone.
Exactly. Your phone can become a very useful English learning tool.
Instead of only scrolling through social media, I can record myself speaking English.
Yes, you can also listen to English podcasts.
Watch short English videos.
Read simple English articles.
And repeat useful phrases.
Exactly. You don't need an expensive course to practice every day.
You can start with what you already have.
That's the idea.
I have another idea.
What's that?
A mistake notebook.
I like it.
Whenever I make an important English mistake, I write it down.
Good.
For example, wrong. I am agree. Correct. I agree.
Perfect.
Another one. Wrong. He don't like coffee. Correct. He doesn't like coffee.
Exactly.
And every few days I review my mistakes.
That's a great habit.
And over time, I'll probably see the same mistakes less often.
That's real progress.
But here's another problem. Sometimes learners try to fix everything at once.
Yes, they want perfect pronunciation, perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, perfect fluency, all at the same time.
And then they feel overwhelmed.
Exactly. Imagine trying to improve 10 things today.
That sounds exhausting.
Instead, choose one thing.
One thing?
Yes, maybe today you focus on past tense.
Tomorrow, pronunciation.
The next day, useful phrases.
Small focus.
Small improvement.
I like that.
If you improve just a little every day, those little improvements add up.
Like saving money.
Exactly. $1 doesn't seem like much.
But if you save a little every day, it becomes something bigger.
English works the same way.
One new phrase today.
One useful sentence tomorrow.
One short conversation the next day.
And after a few months, you have hundreds of new experiences.
Exactly. That's why you shouldn't underestimate small progress. There's something I really want English learners to stop saying.
What?
My English is bad.
Yes, that's a very negative sentence.
And sometimes it's not even true.
Exactly. Maybe your English isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
Maybe you can understand conversations.
Maybe you can read English.
Maybe you can write simple sentences.
Maybe you can speak for 2 minutes.
Those are all signs of progress.
Exactly. Instead of saying, my English is bad, say, I'm still improving my English.
That feels much better.
And it's more accurate.
So our self-talk is important too.
Very important.
If I constantly tell myself, I can't do this,
You'll probably feel less confident.
but if I say, I'm learning,
That's different.
I can improve,
Exactly.
I don't know this yet,
Great.
I can try again.
Perfect.
These are simple sentences, but they can change the way we think.
And the way you think affects the way you learn.
Okay, let's make all of this practical. What would a simple English routine look like?
Let's make it just 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yes, anyone can start with that.
Okay, what's the first 5 minutes?
Listen.
Listen to English.
Exactly. Podcast, video, conversation, anything you enjoy.
Next 5 minutes?
Speak.
Talk to yourself or record yourself.
Exactly.
And the final 5 minutes?
Learn.
Learn a few useful phrases.
Not 50 words, just a few useful phrases.
That's actually very manageable.
That's the point.
Would you rather practice English for 2 hours once a week or 15 minutes every day?
Definitely 15 minutes every day.
Why?
Because consistency is powerful.
So practicing a little every day is better than doing a lot once in a while.
Exactly. You don't need a huge study session. You need a habit.
And habits become easier with time.
Right. At first, you have to remind yourself. Later, it becomes normal.
I think people also need patience.
Absolutely.
You practice for 3 days, and you may not notice a big difference.
That's normal.
You practice for 2 weeks, still maybe nothing dramatic.
Keep going.
Then one day, you understand a sentence that you couldn't understand before.
That's a win.
Or you speak without translating.
Another win.
Or you answer a question faster.
Another win.
Those moments matter.
They really do.
Sometimes progress happens before you notice it.
Exactly.
Your brain is learning, even when you don't feel like you're improving.
That's why you need patience.
And you need to trust the process.
Yes. Don't judge your English every single day.
Maybe check your progress once a month.
That's much better.
Record yourself today.
Then record yourself again in 30 days.
Compare the 2 recordings.
You may be surprised.
Because sometimes you've improved more than you think.
Okay, let's practice something with our listeners.
I love this part.
I'll ask a question, and you answer in English.
Ready?
Question number 1. What did you do yesterday?
Take a few seconds and answer.
Don't worry about grammar, just speak.
Good.
Question number 2. What are you going to do tomorrow?
Again, say your answer out loud.
And question number 3. What is one thing you want to improve about your English?
Maybe you want better pronunciation.
Maybe you want more vocabulary.
Maybe you want to speak with more confidence.
Whatever your answer is, say it out loud.
I think there's something beautiful about learning a language.
What is it?
Everyone has their own journey.
Absolutely.
Some people learn quickly. Some people learn slowly. Some people speak confidently. Some people need more time.
And that's okay.
Your journey doesn't have to look like someone else's.
Exactly. You don't have to be the best.
You just have to keep moving.
One step at a time.
So we've talked about mistakes, how to learn from them, and how small improvements can add up.
But there's still one big question.
What's that?
What happens when you practice, but you still feel like you're not improving?
Ah, that's a difficult feeling.
Exactly. Sometimes you work hard, but your progress feels invisible.
And that's when many people give up.
But maybe they're closer to a breakthrough than they think.
So in the next part, let's talk about slow progress and why it can actually be a good sign.
And we'll talk about how to keep going when you don't see results immediately.
Let's continue. So, Victor, we talked about mistakes. We talked about learning from them. And we talked about making small improvements.
Right. But there's something that can be even harder than making mistakes.
What?
Not seeing results.
Oh, yes. That can be really frustrating.
You practice English every day. You listen, you speak, you learn new words. And then, one day you think, why am I still struggling?
Exactly. You start wondering, am I actually improving?
And sometimes, you might think about giving up.
But here's something important. Slow progress is still progress.
Exactly. Just because you can't see the change doesn't mean the change isn't happening.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The tortoise and the hare.
Ah, the old story.
Yes, the hare is fast. The tortoise is slow.
But the tortoise keeps moving.
Exactly. And that's the important part.
The tortoise doesn't stop and say, I'm too slow.
It just keeps going.
One step, then another.
And another.
That's how learning works, too.
You don't have to be the fastest English learner.
You just have to keep moving.
Why does language learning feel so slow sometimes?
Because you're learning many things at the same time.
Vocabulary,
Grammar,
pronunciation,
listening,
speaking.
and confidence.
That's a lot.
Exactly. Your brain needs time to connect all these things.
So if I forget a word today, that doesn't mean I didn't learn it.
Right. Maybe you just need to see it again.
And again.
And maybe again.
Until one day, I remember it automatically.
Exactly. That's why repetition is so powerful.
Let's talk about forgetting, because English learners forget words all the time.
Absolutely.
You learn a new word on Monday. You remember it on Monday.
Then Tuesday comes, and suddenly...
Wait, what was that word?
Exactly.
And you feel frustrated.
But forgetting is normal.
Really?
Yes, your brain needs repeated exposure.
So forgetting doesn't mean I have a bad memory.
Not at all. It means I need more practice with this word.
That's a much healthier way to think about it.
There's also a better way to remember vocabulary.
What's that?
Learn words in context.
What does that mean?
Don't just memorize, improve equals become better.
Instead, use it in a sentence.
Exactly. For example, I want to improve my English.
Or, I am trying to improve my pronunciation.
Now the word has meaning.
And a real situation.
Exactly. That's much easier to remember.
Let's try a quick exercise.
Okay.
Our word is progress.
Good word.
Sentence 1. I'm making progress.
Great.
Sentence 2. My English is making progress.
Almost. A more natural sentence would be, my English is improving.
Good correction. And sentence 3. I can see my progress now.
Perfect.
So we learned one word, but we used it in different situations.
Exactly. That's a great way to build vocabulary.
There's another mistake people make.
What's that?
They judge their progress too quickly.
Yes, they practice for 1 week and expect a huge change.
But language learning doesn't always work like that.
Right. Think about planting a seed.
You put the seed in the ground.
Then what?
You water it.
And the next morning?
You don't expect a giant tree.
Exactly.
You keep watering it.
Every day.
And slowly, something starts growing.
That's progress.
Maybe your English is like that seed.
I like that.
Every time you listen, you water the seed.
Every time you speak, you water the seed.
Every time you learn a new word, you water the seed.
Every time you make a mistake and learn from it, you water the seed.
And one day, you look back and realize you've grown.
That's a beautiful way to think about it.
So how should we measure progress?
Good question. Don't only measure your English by how many words you know.
Then what should we measure?
Measure what you can do.
For example,
Last month, maybe you couldn't introduce yourself in English.
today I can.
That's progress.
Last month, I couldn't understand a simple podcast.
Today, I can understand half of it.
That's progress too.
Exactly. Maybe you still don't understand everything.
But you understand more than before.
That's what matters.
So we're back to something we talked about in part 1.
Comparing yourself with your old self.
Exactly. Don't ask, why am I not as good as them?
Ask, am I better than I was before?
That's a much better question.
And it gives you something you can actually control.
Your own progress.
Exactly.
I think social media makes this problem worse.
Definitely.
You see someone speaking perfect English on a video,
And you think, wow, I want to speak like that.
but you're only seeing their final result.
You don't see the years of practice.
You don't see the mistakes.
You don't see the difficult days.
You don't see all the times they wanted to quit.
Exactly. You're seeing the highlight, not the journey.
That's important.
Very important.
So maybe we need to be more patient with ourselves.
Absolutely.
We are often kind to other people, but very hard on ourselves.
That's true.
If your friend makes an English mistake, you might say, "That's okay, keep trying."
But when you make the same mistake, you say, my English is terrible.
Exactly.
Why not talk to yourself the way you talk to a friend?
That's a great question.
If your friend needs encouragement, you need encouragement too.
Let's change some negative sentences.
Okay.
Instead of, "I'm terrible at English," say, "I'm still learning English."
Good.
Instead of, "I'll never speak fluently," say, "I'm getting better every day."
Exactly.
Instead of, "Everyone speaks better than me," say, "Everyone has a different journey."
Perfect.
And instead of, "I'm too slow," say, "I'm moving at my own pace."
I love that one.
Me too.
Now let's talk about something very real.
Motivation?
Exactly. Because motivation doesn't stay forever.
Some days you feel excited.
You want to learn English.
You watch videos,
You practice speaking.
and then, 3 days later,
You don't feel like doing anything.
exactly.
That's normal.
So what should we do?
Don't depend only on motivation.
Then what should we depend on?
A routine.
What's the difference?
Motivation says, I feel like practicing today.
And routine says, I practice because it's part of my day.
Exactly.
So even if I don't feel motivated, I can still practice for 5 minutes.
Yes,
And maybe after 5 minutes, I'll want to continue.
exactly. Starting is often the hardest part.
Let's make this even easier.
How?
The 5-minute rule.
I like it.
Tell yourself, I only have to practice for 5 minutes.
That's it.
Listen for 5 minutes.
Speak for 5 minutes.
Read for 5 minutes.
Learn a few phrases.
And after 5 minutes, you can stop if you want.
But most of the time, you'll probably want to continue.
Because starting is the difficult part.
Exactly.
We should talk about small wins again.
Absolutely.
Maybe today you learned 3 new phrases.
That's a win.
Maybe you spoke English for 5 minutes.
That's a win.
Maybe you understood a sentence without translating.
That's a win.
Maybe you made a mistake and didn't stop speaking.
That's a big win.
Exactly. Celebrate those moments.
Because small wins create confidence.
That's another important idea. People often say, "I'll start when I feel confident."
But confidence usually comes after action.
Not before?
Usually not. You speak, then you become more confident.
You practice, then you become more comfortable.
You make mistakes, then you learn.
You keep going, then you improve.
Exactly. Action creates confidence.
Let's give our listeners another challenge.
Okay.
Look around you.
Now describe what you see in English.
Maybe you can say, "I'm sitting in my room.
There's a table in front of me.
My phone is next to me."
The window is open.
Simple sentences.
But you're thinking in English.
And that's what matters.
You know what I think we need to stop waiting for?
What?
A big moment.
The moment when suddenly we become fluent?
Exactly.
That's probably not how it happens.
No. Fluency is built from hundreds, maybe thousands of small moments.
One conversation.
One sentence.
One mistake.
One correction.
One new word.
One day of practice.
Then another.
And another.
Maybe there's a stage in learning where you're improving, but you can't feel it yet.
Yes, I call it the invisible stage.
The invisible stage?
You're doing the work, you're building knowledge, you're building confidence, but the results aren't obvious yet.
And that's exactly when people quit.
Yes,
Because they think, it's not working.
but maybe it is working.
They just can't see it yet.
Exactly.
So if you're listening right now and you're feeling frustrated with your English,
Don't give up.
if you're making mistakes,
Keep speaking.
if you're forgetting words,
Keep learning.
if your progress feels slow,
Keep going.
and if you don't feel confident yet,
Start anyway.
because progress doesn't require perfection.
Exactly.
I think we're starting to see the bigger picture.
What do you mean?
Improving English isn't about doing everything perfectly,
It's about showing up,
again and again,
even on difficult days,
even when you're tired.
even when you make mistakes.
But there's still one thing that can destroy all this progress:
What's that?
comparing yourself too much and expecting your journey to look like someone else's.
That's a big topic.
And now, we're going to talk about comparison, confidence, and how to stay consistent when everyone around you seems ahead.
Because your journey is yours.
And your progress is yours.
Yes, we talked about slow progress and why you shouldn't give up just because you don't see results immediately.
And we ended with another big problem.
Comparison.
Exactly. Comparing yourself with other people.
Especially when you're learning English.
You see someone speaking fluently, and suddenly you feel like you're behind.
You think, why can't I speak like them?
Why am I learning so slowly?
Maybe I'm just not good at English.
But today, we want to change that way of thinking.
Here's something I've learned. When you're walking toward a goal, you shouldn't constantly look sideways,
Why?
because you'll lose focus on your own path.
That's true. Imagine you're running a race.
And instead of looking ahead, you're constantly looking at the person next to you.
You might slow down.
Or even trip.
So instead of looking sideways, look forward.
Exactly. Your English journey is not a race against other people.
It's a journey with yourself. Then who should you compete with?
Your past self.
Exactly. Ask yourself, am I better than I was last month?
Maybe last month you knew 100 useful English phrases.
Now you know 120.
That's progress.
Maybe last month you could speak for 1 minute.
Now you can speak for 5 minutes.
That's progress too.
It doesn't matter if someone else can speak for 30 minutes.
Because you're not competing with them.
You're building your own ability.
Sometimes we forget something very simple. Every fluent speaker was once a beginner.
Exactly.
Nobody starts fluent.
Nobody starts with perfect pronunciation.
Nobody starts with thousands of words.
They started with one word,
One sentence.
one conversation,
One mistake.
and then another.
So don't be embarrassed about being a beginner.
Being a beginner is where everyone starts.
I think people sometimes confuse beginner with bad.
Yes, but they're not the same thing.
Being a beginner simply means you're at the beginning of your journey.
If you started learning English 3 months ago, you shouldn't expect yourself to sound like someone who's been speaking for 10 years.
That wouldn't be fair.
Not at all.
So instead of saying, I'm bad at English, say, I'm still developing my English.
That's a much better mindset.
Let's talk about confidence, because a lot of English learners say, I need more confidence.
Yes, but confidence isn't something you just find.
Then how do you build it?
Through action.
Again?
Again. You speak a little. You survive the mistake. You try again.
You understand something.
You have a conversation.
And slowly, your confidence grows.
So confidence is like a muscle.
Exactly. You have to use it. If you never use a muscle, what happens?
It doesn't become stronger.
And confidence is similar.
If you always avoid speaking English, you don't give yourself a chance to become confident.
But if you speak every day, even for 5 minutes,
You're training your confidence.
I like that. Training your confidence.
Because that's exactly what you're doing.
But what about people judging you?
That's a big fear.
What if someone laughs at your English?
First, remember that making mistakes is normal.
Second,
Ask yourself, will this matter 1 year from now?
probably not.
Exactly. Someone may laugh for 5 seconds.
But your English can improve for years.
So don't sacrifice your long-term growth because of someone's short reaction.
That's powerful. Let's imagine something. You're in a conversation. You want to say something, but you're nervous.
Your heart starts beating faster.
You think, what if I make a mistake?
And then you have a choice.
Stay silent,
Or speak.
and maybe make a mistake.
Exactly. But if you speak, you get experience.
And experience makes you better.
That's the important part.
So don't wait until you're confident.
Start before you feel confident.
That's difficult.
Yes, but it's worth it.
Because confidence often comes after you take action.
Think about your first day at school.
You probably felt nervous.
But after a few days,
It felt normal.
the same thing can happen with English.
So the goal isn't to feel excited every time you speak English.
Right. The goal is to make speaking English normal.
Like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. You don't wait for motivation to brush your teeth.
You just do it.
Because it's part of your routine.
So English can become the same.
Listen, speak, read, repeat.
Every day.
Even if it's just a little.
Let's give our listeners a simple weekly plan.
Good idea.
Monday, speaking.
Tuesday, listening.
Wednesday, vocabulary.
Thursday, pronunciation.
Friday, conversation practice.
Saturday, review.
And Sunday?
Relax or do something fun in English.
Like watching a movie.
Exactly.
That doesn't sound too difficult.
Because it shouldn't be.
Maybe the secret is not studying more.
Maybe it's using English more.
That's an important difference.
Instead of thinking, I need to study English, think, how can I use English today?
You can write your shopping list in English.
Think about your plans in English.
Talk to yourself in English.
Change your phone settings to English if you're comfortable.
Read a short English post.
Listen to a podcast while walking.
Suddenly, English becomes part of your life.
Exactly.
Speaking of thinking, we've talked about thinking in English before.
Yes, and I want to make one thing clear.
What?
You don't have to think in perfect English.
That's a relief.
Start with simple thoughts.
Like, I'm hungry.
I'm tired.
I need water.
Where are my keys?
I'm going to work.
Exactly. Simple thoughts. Simple English.
And slowly, your brain gets more comfortable.
Another thing that can slow you down is translating every single word.
Yes, you hear an English sentence, then translate it into your language, then think of your answer, then translate your answer back into English.
That takes a lot of time.
And it makes speaking feel difficult.
Instead, try to understand the meaning directly.
Not every word.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't need every word. You just need the main idea.
This is especially important for listening.
Many learners say, I can't understand this podcast because I don't understand every word.
But that's not necessary.
Exactly. When you listen, try to understand the general meaning.
Who is speaking?
What are they talking about?
What is the main idea?
That's enough at first.
Then listen again.
And you'll probably understand more.
Your second attempt is usually better than your first.
Definitely.
First time you listen, maybe you understand 40%.
Second time, maybe 60%.
Third time, maybe 75%.
That's progress.
And you didn't need a new video.
You just used the same material again.
Some learners think repetition is boring.
But repetition is how things become automatic.
You don't practice a sentence once and expect to remember it forever.
You hear it, you repeat it. You use it, you hear it again.
And eventually, It becomes natural.
Exactly.
What about shadowing?
That's a great technique.
For anyone who doesn't know, what is shadowing?
You listen to a speaker and repeat what they say immediately.
Like copying them?
Exactly. Try to copy their rhythm,
Their pronunciation?
their pauses.
Their intonation?
Exactly.
That sounds useful.
It is. And you don't need to do it for an hour.
5 minutes is enough to start.
Let's try one.
Okay.
I want to improve my English every day.
I want to improve my English every day.
Exactly. Again.
I want to improve my English every day.
Perfect.
That actually feels easy.
Because the sentence is simple.
And simple is good.
Exactly.
Maybe we make English learning too complicated sometimes.
We do.
We search for the perfect course,
The perfect app.
the perfect teacher,
The perfect method.
the perfect schedule.
And then we don't actually practice.
That's ironic.
Very.
Sometimes the best method is simply the method you actually use.
Exactly.
Planning is useful.
Yes, but action is more important.
You can spend 3 hours making an English study plan,
Or spend 30 minutes actually speaking English.
the second one probably helps more.
Exactly. Don't spend all your energy preparing to learn.
Start learning.
Start speaking.
Start making mistakes.
Start improving.
I want to say something directly to anyone who feels behind.
Go ahead.
You are not behind.
You are on your own timeline.
Maybe someone else learns faster.
That's okay.
Maybe someone else speaks better.
That's okay too.
Your job isn't to become them.
Your job is to become a better version of yourself.
That's the goal.
Do you know what I think the real win is?
What?
Not speaking perfect English.
Then what?
Being willing to speak, even when your English isn't perfect.
I love that.
Because that person will keep learning.
And someone who keeps learning will keep improving.
Exactly.
Okay, one final challenge for this part.
I'm ready.
Tonight, take 5 minutes.
Only 5?
Only 5.
Okay.
Record yourself speaking about your day.
Don't prepare a script.
Don't worry about mistakes.
Just speak.
Then listen to the recording.
And write down one thing you did well.
And one thing you want to improve.
That's it.
No perfection.
Just progress.
Victor, I think we've covered a lot today.
We have
We've talked about comparison,
confidence,
consistency,
thinking in English,
listening,
speaking,
and most importantly,
progress over perfection.
but there's one final question.
What's that?
How do we turn everything we've talked about into a simple daily system that we can actually follow?
That's the perfect question.
And that's what we'll do.
We'll create a simple English routine that you can start tomorrow.
No complicated schedule.
No pressure.
No perfection.
Just consistent progress.
Let's finish this together.
But now comes the most important question.
How do we actually put everything into practice?
Exactly. Because knowing what to do is one thing.
Doing it every day is another.
So today, we're going to create something simple.
A daily English routine.
A routine that doesn't require hours of study.
And doesn't require perfection.
Just consistency.
Let's start with something very simple. How much time do you actually need every day?
You don't need 3 hours.
You don't even need 1 hour.
If you're busy, start with 15 minutes.
Only 15?
Yes, 15 focused minutes every day can become a powerful habit.
And if someone has more time?
They can practice longer, but 15 minutes is a great starting point.
Okay, let's build the routine.
Minute 1 to 5, listening.
Listen to a short English conversation,
A podcast.
a short video.
Anything that's appropriate for your level.
Then minutes 6 to 10,
Speaking.
talk about what you heard,
Repeat some sentences.
or talk about your day.
Exactly.
And the final 5 minutes?
Vocabulary and review.
Learn 2 or 3 useful phrases.
Not 20,
Not 50.
just 2 or 3.
That sounds manageable.
That's the point.
You don't have to practice every English skill equally every day.
Exactly. One day you can focus more on listening.
Another day on speaking.
Another day on pronunciation.
The important thing is, keep English in your life.
Let's talk about goals, because unrealistic goals can become a problem.
Definitely.
If you say, I'll become fluent in English in 30 days,
That's a lot of pressure.
and if it doesn't happen, you might feel like you failed.
Instead, choose a goal you can control.
Like, I will speak English for 15 minutes every day.
That's much better.
Because you can control your practice.
You can't completely control how quickly you'll become fluent.
But you can control whether you practice today.
Instead of saying, I want to improve my English, make it specific.
For example, I will listen to English for 5 minutes every morning.
Or, I will speak English for 10 minutes after dinner.
Or, I will learn 3 useful phrases every day.
Now you know exactly what to do.
And that's much easier to follow.
Now let's talk about something that happens to everyone, missing a day.
Maybe you practice Monday, Tuesday too. Wednesday, you're busy.
No practice.
Thursday, you feel guilty.
And then you think, I ruined my streak.
So you stop completely.
That's the mistake.
Missing one day doesn't destroy your progress.
Exactly. One missed day is just one missed day.
Start again the next day.
No guilt.
No punishment.
Just continue.
I like a simple rule.
Which one?
Never miss twice.
That's a good one.
If you miss Monday, practice Tuesday.
If you miss Wednesday, practice Thursday.
Don't let one missed day become one missed week.
Another thing that can help is tracking your progress.
Yes.
You can use a simple calendar.
Put a check mark on every day you practice.
And after a week, look at your calendar.
Maybe you practiced 5 days.
That's great.
Maybe next week you practice 6 days.
That's progress.
You don't need perfection.
You need evidence that you're moving forward. We also talked about recording yourself.
And I think it's one of the best ways to notice progress.
Record yourself today.
Then record yourself again 30 days later.
Talk about the same topic.
Maybe my daily routine.
Or my favorite food.
Or my plans for the weekend.
Then compare the recordings.
You may notice things you couldn't see day by day.
Better pronunciation.
More vocabulary.
Fewer pauses.
More confidence.
That's real progress.
There's one final mindset we really want people to remember.
Don't chase perfect English.
Chase clear English.
Useful English.
Comfortable English.
English that helps you communicate.
Because communication is the goal.
Not perfection.
Sometimes learners think they need difficult vocabulary to sound fluent.
But that's not true.
You can communicate very well with simple words.
For example, I don't understand.
Could you say that again?
Can you speak more slowly?
What does this mean?
Let me think.
These are simple phrases.
But extremely useful.
That's why I recommend learning phrases, not only individual words.
For example, don't only learn agree.
Learn, I agree with you.
Don't only learn understand.
Learn, I understand what you mean.
Don't only learn repeat.
Learn, could you say that again?
Now you have language you can actually use.
I think sometimes we forget what English really is.
A school subject?
Not only that,
It's a tool.
a tool for communication,
For work.
for travel,
For learning.
for meeting people,
For accessing information.
and for expressing yourself.
Exactly. And when you speak English, don't try too hard to sound like someone else.
That's important.
You don't need to copy another person's personality.
Or their accent.
Your goal is to communicate clearly.
Your accent doesn't make your English bad.
Exactly. An accent simply shows that you have your own language background.
Focus on being understandable.
And confident. There will be good days.
And bad days.
Days when English feels easy.
And days when everything feels difficult.
That's normal.
Don't judge your entire journey based on one bad day.
One bad practice session doesn't mean you're getting worse.
It just means today was difficult.
Tomorrow is another opportunity. And when you feel discouraged, don't only look at how far you still have to go.
Look back.
Remember where you started.
Maybe you couldn't understand English videos before.
Now you can understand some.
Maybe you were afraid to speak.
Now you're trying.
Maybe you couldn't form a sentence.
Now you can have a short conversation.
That's something to be proud of.
Okay, Victor, let's give our listeners one final challenge.
Let's do it.
For the next 7 days, practice English for 15 minutes every day.
5 minutes listening.
5 minutes speaking.
5 minutes vocabulary and review.
And here's the important part.
Don't try to be perfect.
Don't stop because of mistakes.
Don't compare yourself with someone else.
Just show up.
Every day.
For 7 days.
Then look back and see what changed.
Victor, I think there's one sentence that summarizes everything we've talked about.
Which sentence?
You don't need to be perfect to make progress.
Absolutely.
You just need to keep moving.
One word at a time.
One sentence at a time.
One conversation at a time.
One day at a time.
And eventually, you'll look back and realize.
You've come much further than you thought.
So if your English isn't perfect today, that's okay.
If you make mistakes, that's okay.
If you forget words, that's okay.
If your progress feels slow, that's okay.
Just don't stop.
Keep listening.
Keep speaking.
Keep learning.
Keep practicing.
And most importantly,
Keep believing that you can improve.
thank you so much for spending this time with us.
We hope this conversation helped you see English learning differently.
Remember,
Progress is better than perfection.
and your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else's.
Just keep moving forward.
If you enjoyed this podcast,
Don't forget to like the video
subscribe to the channel for more easy English conversations.
and share this episode with someone who's learning English too.
Keep practicing,
Keep improving.
and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye!